Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay, do I have to I never get this right. Do I have to ask for a motion to get this session started?
No, you can just actually go ahead. If you would like Ms. Bone to just give a 1-minute review of what the item is, I think she can do that.
Okay, and that includes if we're going to vote on the item, I don't have to get the meeting started in that way?
No, you can just simply say we're starting.
Okay. All right. Well, we already did that, so we've started. So, good morning,
Hi,
I'm sorry, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Joy. We just started, so everybody's in attendance now. That's okay. So, Leanne, thanks for being there. If you could take us through the item, please.
Absolutely, Mr. Chairman. So the item that's under consideration for today is a competition impracticable. Can you hear me? Competition impracticable with Crisis Response Network 211. So the Public Health Department needs to ramp up its contact tracing staffing very, very quickly. This is a best practice and really necessary in order to support the reopening of businesses and other venues in Maricopa County. So they need staff who can respond to positive tests and contact people who test positive, but then contact people who have had contact with those positive cases and ensure that they know where to go for their own testing, how to monitor for symptoms. In addition, as we're seeing unemployment skyrocket and other social problems crop up in our community, we want to make sure that those contacts include the ability to make referrals as necessary for a full array of services. So while Public Health had initially intended to hire staff, upwards of between 100 and 200 additional staff to do this work, the speed with which they need to assemble staff is going to preclude them from hiring them all as county employees. So their request and their plan is to hire the epidemiologists and nursing staff that need to make that initial contact from a medical perspective, and then bring on Crisis Response Network 211 to do the additional contact tracing calls to just do those monitoring and follow-ups with folks who have had contact with positive cases. As is written in the agenda item, I believe 211 is the only provider of that statewide referral system for social services in Arizona. They have existing contracts with the state to do that type of work as well, and they have a referral network that is up to date for COVID positive hours of operation and services that makes them uniquely qualified to do this work.
Okay, thank you, Leanne, for framing that. I think my colleagues need to hear that I think that makes a case, I hope, for this agreement towards the competition impracticable, because it looks like they're the only ones capable of hooking up with us with those services. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mr. Chairman, yes, although another company or firm could probably learn how to do this work, I don't think they have the referral network that 211 has, and they don't have that imprint in the community that 211 brings to the table and can offer really on day one.
Okay. Again, going back to our 8:30 in the morning calls, we've talked a little bit about this, and guys, I think your chiefs have all been informed. My hesitation again on this was that I do feel there's a lot of eyes with that amount of money, the CARES money flowing in. People are obviously looking at how we are taking steps to either spend it or providing services to the community, and if we're staying within the government structure, or if we're going outside and hiring private companies or making it available. I just think we need to talk on some of these types of issues, especially on large spends. I think we need to at least have a good knowledge about why some of these vendors are coming towards us. So Any questions?
Mr. Chair, this is Bill Gates. Just one question.
Sure. Go ahead, Bill.
So, Leanne, once we're fully staffed up between the Maricopa County employees and then the folks that we'll be contracting out on, how many people are we going to have that will be working on contact tracing in Maricopa County?
Mr. Chairman, Supervisor Gates, that's a good question. So currently we have 60 positions that we're actively recruiting for, and what we're initially thinking is that Crisis Response Network will need to hire 50, but we're keeping that language open. We base those numbers on assumptions that we may be seeing positive daily cases in the neighborhood of 450, and that each of those people have about four other people we need to contact, so 1,800 contacts a day. However, if we see the number of positive cases spike or perhaps go down from that 450 estimate, we would adjust staffing as needed.
Okay, so let's say it's sort of where we anticipate it's going to be. You said that about 400-ish cases daily. So how many people would we have at that point working on this every day?
Mr. Chairman, Supervisor Gates, between the 60 staff and the 50 at Crisis Response is about 110 people, we believe.
Okay. Great, thank you.
Okay. So thank you for the question, Bill. With that, I am looking for a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move approval of this item.
Thank you, Bill. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing done. Motion carries. So I believe with that, our meeting is over. And I want to thank everybody for taking some quick time on this issue. Appreciate everybody getting together, although remotely. I wish I could see you guys in person, but anyway, I would ask everybody to have a good day.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you all. Thank you.